Yo, what's going on? And welcome back to some more Final Fantasy XVI. In the last one, we went and collected all of that Stardust Sand stuff for Blackthorn, and we chose to go with Otto. I think we could have chosen to go with Gav instead. We had like this heart-to-heart conversation, so I don't know if there's two different scenes depending on who you take there. But anyways, we went with Otto, and maybe we'll have a separate quest to do with Gav later on. Checking. We need to go to Blackthorn now, but I also think we should maybe fill up on potions because I'm just constantly low on potions. We might take this opportunity to actually buy a few potions. I got plenty of money and stuff, so I'm not really concerned about that.
And what can I do for you? Going purse weighing you down?
Where are potions at? Can I buy multiple things at the same time? How does this work?
You'll not find a better price than that.
No.
It'd better all be here.
Should I have some of these? I feel like this is just like once you get turbo end game, you just only use these. But like the potions are not bad, right? Like high potions, you just heal 48% of your HP. That's pretty good.
Is that all?
Maybe they'll get upgraded even further a little bit later in the game.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
Nice to get out and about for once. Let's do it again sometime, mate.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
That's a lot of the quest points.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Alright, let's go. I guess we'll go this way. But we'll want to loop around so we can go to the quest reward table thing. And there we go.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
No pictures? Are you crazy?
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plating.
Excellent. One down, two to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need.
How convenient.
What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
You don't even know what her name is?
What's her name? Right.
Her name is Helena, the engineer. Just in case you were wondering.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood.
Wow, isn't that amazing?
If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there.
Wait, why would... Hold on. Oh, can I pause? Like, I'm just trying to analyze this for does any of what she's saying make any sense? Maybe some of it makes sense scientifically. She's saying if any water gets into it, it will vaporize immediately. Probably true. Which will tear the ship apart? What are you talking about? Why is it tearing the ship apart? Like, am I missing something? Or why is the water vaporizing tearing the ship apart?
Said we might be able to
Continue.
use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more
I
dangerous.
can't believe we let Byron live there.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Alright, maybe it's not Byron. Anyways, gotta go help what's-her-name. Before we do that, I would like to stop by the quest board. Anything else to do around here right now? Doesn't look like it.
Might need some help tidying up that workshop.
I sure hope that Jill is
wasn't expecting you back
enjoying
so
her
soon.
break time. What is this? Materials and a lot of ability points. Alright.
All yours.
Oh gosh, we need so much to get to the next thing.
All done.
Alright. Does that give me enough ability points? It does. Yeah, that's kind of... The mastery is super expensive. So it's gonna be... It's probably not even worth it to try and master one of these. Like, it would just make sense to master... Unless you really, like, wanted to use the super ability of an icon you're not currently using, it would make more sense to master, like, both of Ramuh's abilities and put them on Garuda than it would to master this ability a single time to put it on something else. Unless, of course, Mastery does more than just let you equip it to other stuff. All it says is it lets you equip it to other stuff. If it does more than that, it might be worth it. World map. Aha, we are going to Lost Wing. Exactly where this quest is. This one doesn't even have a loading screen. Is it like specific areas that don't have loading screens, or? Although you'd think that Lost Wing would have one. Okay, gotta adjust my eyes to this area. It's so much darker. Alright, so that's on the path to the castle. We should probably grab the side quest then.
Good day to you. Sid.
Wait, they know who I am? This is not the correct way.
It's all but spent. What do we do now?
The crystals we get from the tail are all but worthless.
I can't see anything. Can we pay for some lights around here? We have like 7 candles.
Ah, Clive. Your timing is exquisite as always. I have a concern which you may be able to assist me with.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
Okay.
Course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
All right. I will.
Guess we might as well prioritize this.
Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
Hey, it's the lady who said hi to me.
You alright, Sid? Something on your mind?
There is actually. Can I ask you something? Quentin tells me people have mentioned shadowy figures out in the woods. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Oh, that. No, sorry, can't help you. I heard the rumours, mind, from the lads working over at the vineyard, but none of them has seen anything either.
All right.
Great.
Thanks anyway.
The crystals we get from the tail are all but worthless.
It's not just the crystals. Bearers are having trouble with their magics as well.
Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
No, but I've heard something. Sound of scraping metal, like someone sharpening a sword.
Where was this?
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it, screeching out from between the trees. Ran back here as quick as my legs would carry me, and I ain't been back since.
I see. I'll look into it. Thank you.
Oh, that's... Don't even have to talk to the last person. That's
Seems
what we gotta do.
Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate?
This is the way we had to go anyways, so... Alright, it's really not that far. Probably no reason to use Ambrosia.
seen us. Get them before they escape.
Black shields. Here.
All
What are
right.
you doing here? What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
How did he hit me while I was stabbing that guy? That's not fair. Oh. I was like, how are there new enemies approaching? Because Torvald killed that other guy. Is that a mage back there? Oh my gosh, the game is lagging. We gotta kill this mage. I can't play the game though, currently. You're coming with me. Let's just do this. I should have saved this for a boss. That was a little bit rash. Hello, good sir. You ready to get hit by 9 Ramu bolts? Oh, come on. You're telling me that's not a kill? I just stabbed the sword through the back of his neck. I was wondering why the ultimate ability felt different. It's because we just upgraded it to have extra abilities.
I need to warn Quentin.
I'm just gonna walk because this area seems to be loading poorly.
Let's go.
I mean, I guess we'll finish this just in case they want me to do something else out here as well.
That'll do, girl.
But maybe I should have just done the main quest while we were there. Alright, what's the best way to get down below from here? Can't you, like, go this way, maybe? Nope, this is a church. Oh, right. Yeah, we don't want to go down that way. I don't remember how to navigate this place very well. Here we go.
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I found some black shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds. Though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back. And bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lostwing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth. I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, It was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered, and he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him and slit their throats myself. But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection, and so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty, all under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades, and our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first. My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
This almost feels like a main quest. This doesn't feel like a random side quest. Quest complete. Alright, well, I guess we'll just move on with our day. No reason to worry about that anymore.
I'm not going to change his mind.
Let me look. Is there anything more we could do right now? Nope. Okay, yep, we'll just move on with the main quest. I assume that will at some point continue. Surely it would be nice for Clive to go fight the guard, or the wherever he's hiding. But I guess that's something for another day. Let's go, Ambrosia.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Does that mean because chocobos can't fly? Good thing it let me go over that fence so easily. Hello, Helena. Or what's her name?
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
I remember there was like a wyvern thing around here earlier. But maybe it's a different creature.
Anybody home?
Oh, hi. Yeah, that was not what was here
This
before.
must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Does he have projectiles? I can't see! That's not fair! Like, I can't even play the game like this. What the heck is this? We fought one of these before.
Too slow.
Alright, let's do this one. Oh wow, that takes out his entire bar in one go. Wow, we are just chain murdering this guy. I guess he's only level 30, but it doesn't even feel fair.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Thanks, what's her name? So close to leveling up. Increased strength, tonic, duration. Okay, is it gonna give me a teleport? Yes. Well, I don't think we have anything else to do, so back to the hideaway. This whole shape of this thing is pretty cool. It looks like a spaceship or something. But I guess it's probably just a tower sitting on its side.
If I don't come up with something soon.
I'm Mid.
Mid.
She's not gonna know who Helena is, right?
Has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prism for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek.
Tomes.
Harpocrates.
tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've
Okay.
got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him? See what he makes of it?
Oh, what exactly are you doing with your time? If I have to do literally everything? Like, I thought the ship was already designed. Can you just do this job? Oh my gosh, it's so far away. What's the most efficient way? I don't know. Both of them suck. We're going this way. Where's Jill at anyways? She's still in the medical place? I know Nectar doesn't have anything new, but let's check what we have left. We should only have like 2 or 3, right? We got 3. We got this guy somewhere around Rosaria or Martha's Rest. We got this thing somewhere in Rosaria. Okay, but we can look at that location thing at the bottom. Green sheaves. And this one's question mark, question mark, question mark.
We're seeing troops amassing at every
Oh, there's Jill. Hi, Jill.
It's good to have you back. I was worried.
Okay, thank you. I didn't mean to talk to you. Please leave me alone.
Hippocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection it requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelus might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company, too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
Am I gonna have to choose this time?
Sure, either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my
It does
research.
seem like they're gonna make me
I
choose.
leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
Dang it. I mean, normally I would just be like, let's just take Jill. But, like, we've never gone on an adventure with Tarja before.
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Although last time we picked Otto and it like ended up having a special cutscene, right? Which makes me want to pick Jill. Okay, I know this is stupid. I'm not gonna redo the quest. I was gonna say like, oh, I'll just save right now and then do it twice, but I don't really want to do it twice. I think we just gotta pick Jill, right?
So, Clive, who will accompany?
Like, Jill seems to kind of be the default, though. Yeah, let's take Jill.
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Those have got to be his
Though
snacks,
these
right?
items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited. Effects for which they were once highly prized.
I don't believe
So
you.
much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I will. Until then.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Tarja.
Okay, let's just teleport. There's no other quests or anything around here. Are there any quests anywhere? Doesn't look like it. I mean, maybe this... I guess the auto quest was super short. The only reason it took time was because I went and did, like, other hunts and side quests, right? So, in theory, maybe we could just do both. Because I'm kind of curious about Tarja. I feel like there hasn't been a whole lot of opportunity to learn anything about her. Like, Gav, I'm not that curious about because we've kind of already had a whole bunch of quests with Gav, which is why I picked Otto to begin with. Maybe there would have been something interesting to learn from Gav.
Where's Jill?
Hey, where is Jill? What the heck? Is she on the other side?
Nice and chilled. I won't have
Oh, there she is.
Are those Pepio nuts? Can never tell.
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the Pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need.
I thought you were
We can go
just
by the
looking
date
for
when
the
we're finished.
Pepio nuts. I like how she says, "Are those Pepio nuts? I can never tell." And then she tells me to go find them, and I'm supposed to go to a stall completely across the entire place. Like, I guess the answer was no. They were indeed not what you were looking for.
Oi, don't touch anything.
I gotta pay for these? Alright.
If that's what you want.
How the hell is anyone supposed to afford that?
Yeah, how's anyone supposed to afford 20 gil for nuts?
We haven't much, but you're free to look.
10 gil for a garlic?
Yes. Keep fighting the good
That's
fight.
everything.
One garlic unit,
See how Jill's
please.
getting on.
Fresh cuts.
Did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and Pepio nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool. But before we head back, would you walk with me a while? Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
And I saw some bread. Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh,
You all right?
sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
What a weird thing to say.
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive. Well, I suppose we better be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
Alright, well, should we do the other option then? So if we save this one, I think we'll come back to this save. So we'll come back to save number 2. What the heck? Oh, there's all these auto saves. Where's player save 1? Am I missing something? Oh, there it is. We could go learn a little bit about Taria, maybe like some of her backstory or something. And then we'll come back to player save 2 because we should keep the more canon one, I think. And then that'll probably be it for this one. I guess we'll maybe go turn in the quest afterwards. Say something. He's broken.
Clive,
Oh, there we
who
go.
will accompany you?
All right. So, what are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
Garlic? Conch shells? Are you sure this is the right list? Looks like the ingredients for someone's supper.
Though these items may seem mundane, so much so in for now, of course.
Well, isn't that convenient? I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak to an old acquaintance. I'll meet you there.
All right. Stay safe.
I'll see you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research.
I feel like Jill is upset in this one. She's like, you didn't pick me. What do you mean? She just wanted to eat pie with us after all. I guess this is the right one. I mean, pretty much we could just speed run the quest. It's more of a matter of the loading screens take forever. Oh my gosh.
Where's Talia?
Hopefully in the same spot? Nope, a different spot. Interesting.
Need to stock up on these.
There you are, Talia.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items each.
All right. What should I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts?
The
Meet me by
same
the gate when you've
stuff.
got them.
What do you want? If that's what you want.
can I interest you in today? I hope it's to your liking. Keep fighting the good fight.
Hopefully Ty is finished too.
Fresh cuts! Come and get them. Up! You'll not find a bruised pippin.
Well, did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Job done. We should get this back to Tomes then. He'll be waiting. But we're not in too much of a rush, are we? Quick chat.
Oh, I thought they were always just gonna say, "Can we go on a walk?"
Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Taya.
For what?
For everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us.
Now I'm gonna feel bad when we go back to the other alternate dimension, because then we'll never take Tarja anywhere.
Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tomes so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
Yeah, we definitely gotta go back to the other one, though. What was it? Player save 2? Then we'll go back to the hideaway. And who knows, maybe they'll just have the Enterprise done, or we'll have to go do something else before they can finish it. What the heck? What's going on here? Didn't realize there would be scorpions.
Wonder how
Alright.
Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Let's see if we have to go do more or if the ship will now be done.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
There might have been more if we had finished the quest with Tarja, but whatever. We got the gist of it.
I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
Alright, I think we needed 550 quest points for the next reward, right?
I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
Is it worth it to teleport? I don't really feel like it's worth it to teleport around here.
Thanks to Sid. Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Can that kid get a new line already?
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
Sometime later.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
No, you didn't tell us.
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
What about the...
Good luck to them.
Hold on. Didn't we like just conveniently found some pieces of the fallen ruins that built what we needed? You're telling me we gotta find those 3 times again? What are the odds of that happening?
Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Okay, I guess I'll talk to her.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming.
Is it time to go visit Sid?
Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command.
How does that help
Hold on,
anyone?
Clive, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Well, I want to try and finish this part of the quest first, so...
Mid told me she was building a ship.
All right, Clive. Asterix. Mid finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the Twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
That was unexpected. I believed her too. It's okay, Clive.
Is that the thing, Tomes?
Hugo Kupka's dead.
Didn't mean to talk to you.
We don't have to live in...
Obolus, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry and all, are ya? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obelith.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle?
I gotta read it? Okay. My dear boy, my journey to Canver has been a resounding success. The friend I mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of his strongbox with us, but his considerable knowledge of the goings on in the free cities, by which I learned of the endeavors of a certain young friend of yours. Though I for one believe Miss Telemon's project to be quite the valiant enterprise, I doubt the Canvarian authorities will take kindly to unauthorized use of their dockyards. No matter how deserted, and if rumor has already reached my friend, it may not be long before the guildmasters are rapping at our door. Which is why I pen you this note. I would like to borrow your man Gav for a moon or two, that he might keep a watch on those who might mean our little fellowship ill, and warn us of any impending attack. I trust that you will give this proposal your full consideration. Your loving uncle, Byron.
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
Correct.
It seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Gotta admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in and all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
I think Jill's more reliable than Mid is. Okay, not a whole lot of options here. I don't suppose I'm allowed to save? Nope. Okay, I guess we gotta go. I wasn't expecting to get roped into anything else immediately, but...
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the Lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Oh, hey, it's Kotsa, too. Oh, and Karen.
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies.
How did those flowers lose that many petals and still look like normal
It
flowers?
wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mother Crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Please don't break her
You
neck.
rip me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bucklad. Get off!
He's gonna like rip off her arm.
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
Mostly, kind of.
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
So anyways, can we get to a save spot now? We do have a quest back here. I think for the sake of not trying to start something new, I'm going to teleport us back to the hideaway, and we'll end the episode there. And then we will, in the next one, probably grab that side quest and move on to our next location. But anyways, yeah, I don't know exactly how long this loading screen is going to take, but we finished building Mid's, what was it called? A thermal displacement stack, or as Blackthorn called it, like a thermal displacement didgeridoo or something. So we built that. Hopefully she's capable of making 3 more, apparently, without our help. And then we'll see if the Enterprise gets completed. But anyways, that's going to do it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed. And I will see you next time.